Morning, teacher.
Good morning.
Hoofda, made it.
Good morning, class. Please welcome James. He's new to Bear Bites Academy.
Hi James, I'm Isaac.
Hi, James. I'm Matt.
Hi, Isaac and Matt.
Your assignment for tonight is to read a book that's in your lifestyle range and then do a book report on it. It's due in 2 weeks. Class dismissed.
Wait, what's Lexile?
You don't know what it is? We've been using it forever. But how it is they rate books with numbers in the average 4th through 8th grade scores anywhere from 770 to 1155. And how they rate the books is based off how long the words are, how challenging the words are, and how long and big the book is in general.
I've always used Action 100 at my old school.
What's Action 100?
Well, it's pretty much the same way in how they rate it. Longer book, bigger words, bigger sentences. But instead of numbers, they use colors. In kindergarten is yellow, 6th grade is purple, 11th and 12th is gold. And they just put the little colored slip on the back of the book. And only a few grades have 2 or 3 colors.
Yeah, well the last time I read a book in my Lexile, it was really boring and it took me a really long time.
Hi guys, what's up?
Book report.
Another one? Here, try this new app we made. It's called Book Picker. So what you do is you type in 3 books that you like, and it'll give you 3 books like those.
There's also an advanced search. You can search for genre, main character, point of view, and a bunch of other really cool things. There's a library where you can store your book ideas that you got from the searches. And once you search a book, you read it, and then you can put a rating on 1 to 5 for how much you liked it, and 1 to 5 and how difficult it was for you.
Sweet, did he have facts and narrator?
Awesome, The Hunger Games. Man, I have a fun time reading this.
Cool, Aragon.
With this app, you'll get a book that you like that's also in your reading range.
Good luck on your book report.
2 weeks later. Welcome back, class. You all did such a wonderful job on your book report. How did you find so many good books that are in your lifestyle range that I'd never even heard of?
We use this new app called Book Picker. How it works is you type in 3 books you like and it gives you 3 more like that. You can also do an advanced search for stuff like genre, point of view, gender of character, and a bunch of other really cool stuff.
You can also rate on how you liked it and how difficult it is. And if you liked it, it'll give you more books like that.
And there's a difficulty bar at 1 through 5. And if you get a 5, it'll give you an easier book. There's also a library where it stores your books.
Wow, this is a lot like Goodreads, the site I used to use. But it's better because it incorporates reading level and a library where you can store your books. You think you'll be ready to read them at a later time. And also you can rate yourself so you can see how good you think you're doing. I'm going to have to share this with my fellow teachers and the librarian so they can help kids find good books and also find good books for themselves. Because everyone knows a student has a good book to read becomes a better reader.
So this is what our app looks like. So this is the first page where you create a new user with username, password, and you log in or create a new user. If it's your first time using it, you go to your profile page. If it's your second time, you go right to your library. The quick search is where we were talking about where you find new books. So you enter your 3 books and how much you liked them and how difficult they were for you. After it goes through those, after you put them in and hit go, it will send you to your recommendations page where it gives you the 3 books that you will like. Then, so the library, it has the books you're currently reading, the books you're waiting to read, your top 10 books, you can rate them, and your friends' libraries. If you click on one of your friends' libraries, it will send you to this friend's library, and it's just his library, except that you can access your other friends from it. Your profile page is where you go when you first make an account. You get to put in your information so that it can give you better books that you will like. And here's the advanced search, where you can, so like some of the examples are genre, where you can put in like what type of genre you like, or what type of time period you like. Also you can have like gender of main character, age of the main character. So this is what the app Book Picker is all about. We'll hopefully be releasing this in 2016. Do you have any questions?
How do you plan? Yeah, I do have questions. How do you plan to do your search? So like, how do you plan to link the different books together?
So in your profile page, you put in like your display name, your gender, and what you kind of like. So when you enter your book title, it searches for books that have like that same type of topic, and then it kind of like builds its own database.
Okay, but what's your basic database gonna be from? Have you figured that out yet, or is that something you have to figure out for implementation still?
We've talked about it, but right now, with that, it just kind of, we talked about linking with a company like Amazon, but we realized it wouldn't be worth it, because we talked to actual people who make apps, and they said getting that database would be $1 million project, if not more. So we asked how much it would cost for just a plain prototype, and it would be around 200,000. So
We talked to the Duap company.
And Barnes & Noble said that they might want to link with us on their database. So then we kind of just build off like a database.
So, you said you talked to some people. Do you have a list of your resources that you
Yeah,
have?
it's in their backend.
Oh yeah, I looked at that already. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. So you talked to Barnes & Noble. This librarian said she'd be interested in talking to you. I'm assuming this is who you're referencing. Did you talk to anyone else at Barnes & Noble about linking?
We did talk to one other person, but he didn't. But it was mostly just the one girl who talked to us. But he did have advice for us.
And we also went back to her after a regional one and reshared our idea with her. So
Awesome. Great. And do you have a question?
Yeah, how much would it cost, just preliminarily, just a rough design to just make this a prototype?
About 200,000.
200,000, okay.
that's what the Duet guy said.
Okay,
Great.
and then,
Good job.
well, the App Store, how much would it cost? Would it be free, or anything?
We were thinking about like having two versions. One that's like a free version where you can't actually get the book on the app,
Okay.
but this is like further expansions. We don't have this right now.
Mhm.
And then there would be another app where if you paid money for it, then you could actually get the books off the app.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Or could you maybe have it sponsored by Barnes & Noble, for instance, and have them pay for it, and then have Barnes & Noble, you can buy it from Barnes & Noble from there?
Yeah,
That'd be really cool.
we talked about, or we were gonna have, where you could, once you go into your library, they were gonna have, you can click on it and then you could go to a link like Barnes & Noble and you could purchase it off the site. So it already have it located like what store has it.
Cool.
Okay.
So let's back up a little bit. How did you identify this as the problem you even wanted to look at?
we all love to read, so we found we all are pretty advanced readers and have higher Lexile scores and all. We read a lot, so trying to find a book we haven't already read and that we will actually enjoy was a challenge. So so then the idea came up about Pandora. Pandora's pretty similar with music. You cut a song and you like it, it keeps building your database.
To actually start the project, we went through like everything we were really passionate about and wrote it down in a notebook. Then we all went and researched those ideas. And then it was the next practice when Isaac, our secret weapon, came up with the perfect thing. He said, well, what about books? So that just sparked us, and and then we immediately started talking about how it's so hard to get books that we liked.
And like the Lexile was so hard, all their books were like too hard or inappropriate or things like
Because
that.
our Lexiles are, so we went to, when we were at the library talking to the professional there, she went onto the library site to try and get a book with Lexile, and there's one book that was like Art of War or something. That's the only book in our Lexile range.
Doesn't sound very interesting.
I read some of it, it was just plain boring.
So what solutions do exist right now for finding books in your website?
There's Lexile.com.
Goodreads.
Doesn't do Lexile,
It doesn't do Lexile, but
It finds books that you like.
but it goes off friends instead of organizing them like Lexile and Action Hunters.
So we tried to take the best of all the worlds of trying to find a good book and put them together to make the book bigger.
That's great. And did you look into how big of a problem this is for Other people, I mean, for other schools,
We
in the
did.
world in general?
We did ask a 5th grade class, and they thought it would be a very good idea and very helpful.
And at Barnes and Noble, she said like the moms come in and say that it has to be like just their lecture, like doesn't matter what book it is.
Even at the Duat place, the guy who we were talking to said that he had a child that was using Action 100, and it just was like, here's a book in your range, read it.
Hmm.
So the kids weren't really liking what they were reading in their range.
Did you do research other than talking to people to back up this information?
Yeah, we researched like Action 100, Lexile.
We went on the Goodreads site and the Lexile.com site to like see what they had to improve their ideas and add on.
And what makes you feel that your solution is truly innovative?
It kind of combines, so Goodreads, it has just what you like. Lexile and Action 100, it has just your reading range. So putting those together really made ours an innovation solution.
Because you can still have your friends on here and find what they like to read, but you also can, if you have a school assignment where you need something in your Lexile, you can also incorporate that with it. So it's not so.
Can you search for books not in your Lexile? What if you
Yeah.
want?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's only advanced search for Lexile.
Advanced search, you can just search book title, if you found a book that one of your friends would like and said that you should read, you can search author, genre, point of view, time period, and a bunch of other things.
And the quick search is just off your profile page, so what you liked, and if you, so that doesn't really incorporate Lexile at all.
Okay. Yeah, who would you share your information with again?
In the pamphlet, but,
Okay, so it was,
yeah.
Laura
Same thing?
You shared with all your sources?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you use them as sources or did you share with them?
So we shared with all the people, we shared with them, but the, like, Lexile.com and Goodreads.
So, okay, so I'm confused. Did you talk to them to get ideas or did you give them your ideas after you came up with your ideas?
So we kind of, like, we were mid-range with how our idea was gonna go. So we had it pretty much planned out. So then we went to the librarian and Barnes and Noble and got ideas from them. So then we went to the regional and we came back and we went and talked to the Do-App guy to actually see how much it cost to like make our app and what you need. And then we also went back and talked to Mrs. Hodge, and we went back and talked to Laura from Barnes and Noble.
Mrs. Hodge is the 5th grade teacher at her class.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to share with us that we haven't asked you? Say no, it's okay. It's hard.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Awesome.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have fun
Thank you.
today. Good luck.
Here, I'll just film.
Oh, here,
Don't forget to do the whole thing.
Oh,
I'll
you
grab
should.
this, so you guys can see it.